Hey there, in today's video, I want to talk to you about success in times of adversity, and I'm going to give you 7 steps to chart a new way forward for you and your business. So, there's been a lot going on in the news unless you've been living under a rock, and whether you celebrated or cringed at the recent election results here in the US or you watched it from afar in another country, one thing is for sure this should serve as a wake up call. Nobody's coming to save you, right? Every election fuels emotions, victory for some, determination for others. But what I took away from this is that the time to act is now. If there was ever a time for you to get serious about building your brand and your business online, this, my friends, is your wake up call. Now, again, I'm going to give you 7 steps on how you can navigate these strange times that we're stepping into. But more importantly, I want you to understand that it is totally doable and possible to change the trajectory of your business starting today. If you have not seen the success you desire or the result that you want in your business, then it's time to do something different. We all know the definition of insanity, so let's quit bumping our heads up against the wall. And before I get into these 7 steps, if you don't know me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven. And I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business online using automation, chatgpt, and Facebook. So you don't have to be at the mercy of the algorithm and organic marketing. All right, guys, so let's get into these 7 steps on how you can navigate and move forward in these adverse times and how you can insulate yourself from the challenges that are coming ahead. Again, if you got who you wanted out of the election here in the US, then I say good for you. But I also say keep your eyes open because it's not going to be all you think it is. And if you were disappointed by the results of the election, then I say this is the time again for you to step up and do what you need to do to insulate and secure yourself from the challenges that are coming. And I guarantee you they are coming. So let's get into step one of how you can navigate these new times, right? First of all, you got to decide to make a change. Quit waiting for the perfect moment. Go out there and create your moment. This is the time for you to make a decision to do something different and not a choice, a decision. When you make a choice, then you can choose to do something else. But when you decide, that means everything you're doing is working towards that goal. So if your goal is, say you're in network marketing and you want to bring on 5 new people in the next 5 months, that's just one person a month. That's a low bar, but it's a bar if you brought on 0 in the last 12 months, right? Then work towards that goal. If you are in the service business or if you're in the digital marketing space like me, if you want to bring in 20 new emails a week for the next 2 months, we got 2 months left in the year. Well, then everything you do needs to be geared toward getting people to give you their name and email. That means you need to do some market research, find out what your people are looking for, see what the leaders in your industry are doing, and you do something similar. But the biggest thing is you got to decide to do something. That is the step one. And if you don't know how to do something, then get with someone to help you decide what that something is. I always tell my clients, even if it's not me, right? I don't tell my clients if it's not me, but I tell prospects that reach out to me, even if you decide that maybe now is not the right time or we're not a good fit to work together, get you somebody. I have 3 accountability partners and 2 coaches because I want to make sure that I'm moving forward and making decisions that improve my life and my business. Step two, get clear on your message. What do people want? They want simple, clear, and powerful messages. So I encourage you to identify the one thing you're passionate about and say it in a way that commands attention. Did you hear how I just introduced myself? I'm Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven. I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business online using automation, ChatGPT, and Facebook so they're not stuck to the algorithm and organic marketing method. Simple enough, right? I tell you exactly what I do and how I do it. So you got to make sure that you're clear on who you are, what you do, and who you serve. Next up, my friends, is you got to have your story, right? Text tell, story sell. What is your story? When I do my presentations, one of the things that I talk about is my backstory. I won't go into it a lot on this video, but I just suffice it to say I landed in this digital marketing space because I had to take care of my parents. I was in that sandwich generation. I wish that Kamala would have gotten elected because I know firsthand how expensive it is to be a caregiver to your parents while trying to maintain a job, take care of maybe kids. I don't have any, but I had a dog. and then take care of yourself in the middle. That's why they call it the sandwich generation. More importantly, both of my parents made really good money in their working lives, so they didn't qualify for a lot of the government benefits. So we were paying that out of pocket, and that's an expensive proposition. That's my story. That's why I left corporate America, because I needed the money. More importantly, I needed the time to devote to my parents. And that's how I landed here almost 7 years later. What's your story? Because think about it. Whatever your story is that brought you to this point, somebody's at the beginning, right? Somebody's at where you were before you got here. So you have the ability to help someone with your story. If you don't know your story, or you need to get some clarity about your story, take some time to write it down and make sure that you can speak on your story in a way that is going to attract your ideal client, customer, business partner. I know for myself, there are tons and tons and tons of people who are in that sandwich generation right now that could really use some insight on how they can transition out of corporate America to be able to give their parents the love, the care, and the time that they need and deserve as they age. Number 4, you have to build authority. If you are new in this digital marketing space, you're going to have to put some sweat equity in. You got to create some content, be it blogs, videos, articles, newsletters, whatever it is. People have got to get to know, like, and trust you. It takes up to what did I say, 11 touches and 20 hours before people make a buying decision from you. How are you going to get those 11 touches in 20 hours as quickly as possible? You got to put out the content. How are you going to put the content out without being a slave and change your computer all day? You're going to use ChatGPT. You can create an entire marketing campaign within ChatGPT in like a couple of hours. It doesn't even really take that long, but the reason why I say a couple of hours is because there's a process that you need to go through as you talk to ChatGPT so you can actually get results that you can take to the bank. You can create an entire 30-day post campaign, 30 days of post, 30 days of content. You can do that like in less than 10 minutes. And my gift for you today is I'm going to offer you my 30 days of posts. So if you want to get my blueprint on how to use ChatGPT to create 30 days of value posts, go ahead and comment 30 days, and I will make sure that I get that email to you. Even if you're on YouTube, you can still comment because I can go to your YouTube channel and get your email address and send it on over. But that's another way that you can build authority is you got to get out there, you got to get in front of people. And if you're new to this space, then you got to put in some sweat equity. However, you can fast track the authority building process by using paid marketing strategies. That's why I am uber passionate about Facebook and Instagram, because it allows me to get in front of my target audience in a way that is more well, I was gonna say more better. That is better, faster, and easier than just doing organic marketing. On my Facebook business page, I've got 19,000 followers. I've got almost 6,000 followers on my regular Facebook page. I got thousands of followers on Instagram. But with organic marketing, it's only going to be shown to the top 3% of your audience. And by top 3%, I mean the ones that are most engaged. So the most engaged people on your pages are your mama, your cousin, and them. Then the people who actually need to see your stuff are not going to see it. So if you want a targeted way to get in front of them, you got to pay to play because you're running a business, not a hobby. So if the fastest way to build the authority is to create some awesome content that your audience loves, as well as get it in front of your target audience, right? Number 5 in this way that we're going to navigate our new way forward is you got to be seen and be heard. Go on Facebook and find groups that are looking for speakers. You've got some sort of expertise you can speak on, whether you're like my friend Lachelle Atkins, America's Supermom, the mom of 15 kids, or maybe you're like my friend Tyrika, who is actually sponsoring a school in Africa, or anything in between. You've got some knowledge to share. Again, you may only be at day 128, but somebody else is at day 0. So share your story. Go out there and find a place where you can be seen, be heard, so you can get paid. And the fastest and easy way to do that is to search Facebook, Instagram. Those are the 2 that I go to most often to find groups of people who are actually looking for speakers so you can start to collaborate. And if you can't find what you're looking for, create your own event. It is so, I won't say easy. It is so, well, I will say easy. It's easy to find people who would love to have a chat with you. But the hard part of creating your own events is getting people who say they want to be a part of it to promote it. but you can do it, right? It's not impossible. Summits are a great way to either get your word out to somebody else's audience or to bring other people into your audience. But one of the things you want to do if you are hosting the summit is to make sure that you get a commitment from your guests that they're going to promote the event on their social sites. But again, if booking a summit is not the thing for you, again, it's easy to get people to sit down and talk with you. It's hard to put it all together. Trust me, I've done it. And I did 28 speakers. I interviewed them over 3 weeks. And I did it on a drip campaign over 28 days. And it's a lot, but it's doable. But more importantly, do what you need to do to be seen, be heard, so you can get paid. Number 6, you've got to practice, right? Nothing is going to be right the first time, the 5th time, the 10th time, or the 27th time. The more you do it, the better you get. So make sure you put in the time so that when you get to know I don't want to call it an elevator speech because I think it's stupid to have an elevator speech. Like, why would I put somebody in an elevator? But you want to be clear exactly on who you are, what you do, and who you serve. So get clear on that. So when somebody asks you, what do you do? You're not like, well, I kind of help people do da 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 da. And you want to be able to say it with your chest, like Kevin Hart, right? You want to speak confidently about how it is you help people. And then step 7, which is the most important in this whole entire process, you got to have an offer. What are you going to give people? Like in this video, I said, if you want my template on how to use ChatGPT to create 30 days of content, drop 30 days in the comments and I'll get an email to you, right? That is make my offer, right? So if you're struggling with content, if you're struggling to be consistent, go ahead and drop 30 days in the comments if you want my 30 days of content ChatGPT script so you can start putting out content that your audience is interested in. But you got to have your offer. If you don't have an offer, then you got to develop your offer. So if you want any help on developing these 7 strategies to help us navigate our new normal in these adverse times that are coming, trust me, they are. Mark my words. November 12th, 2024 at 6:56 p.m. I said it first. Make sure that you put yourself in a position to win regardless of what happens. So I hope you found this video useful. And I hope whatever you're doing, whether you're celebrating or licking your wounds, you realize that tomorrow is the new day. And the best thing you can do is prepare yourself to overcome whatever challenges come your way during these adverse times that we're about to step into. That is today's video. Thank you for watching. I am Cecelia Morris, the digital marketing maven. And wherever you're watching me, please give me some likes, some love, drop a comment. Remember, 30 days when you want my ChatGPT prompts. But more importantly, make sure you subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and follow me if it's any of my other channels. Thanks again. Bye for now.